In today's video, we're going to go through the 7 steps on how you can create an ad for your dance studio that actually gets you results. If you've been struggling with paid ads on Facebook and Instagram and you're looking for how to make your ads actually get you more leads, more students, and more classes filled in your dance studio, this video is for you. If we haven't met, my name's Sally. I am a marketing and paid ad specialist working exclusively with dance studios and performing arts businesses all over the world. And I'm a former studio owner of over 25 years. Up until now, I have been hating ChatGPT for dance studios in writing their copy because it's really taken out the thought process in how to connect with your target audience. And I've seen so many social media posts and ads that are so clearly copied and pasted directly out of ChatGPT. The problem with that is that we're not giving ChatGPT enough information to be able to connect really well with our customers, with what they want, and how to position our dance classes as the solution to their problems. And let's face it, selling is solving a problem. That is the baseline of selling and marketing your dance studio and your classes. Okay, so with these 7 steps, step 1 is really all about identifying the opportunity. So sometimes we get stuck in the marketing of 5 to 10 years ago, which was tell people about your dance classes and they will come. And that's just not the way it works anymore. Now we have to really think about what is the opportunity we have created for our potential customers. And what does that mean? So when I talk about potential opportunity, if you're offering an activity for children, you're competing with everyone else who's offering activities for children. What makes what you're offering unique, special, or a new opportunity to your target audience? And there's ways you can use ChatGPT to help you to find the answers to this. But it's really about being targeted and specific about the offer that you are promoting, especially when we're talking about paid ads. So once upon a time, you could say, I offer dance classes, come and try them, and that would be enough. It's not anymore. Are you offering a musical theatre program that helps children to express themselves verbally and physically in a safe and encouraging and supportive way that then will build life skills in terms of communication and job interviews and school readiness? What is the opportunity behind the class that you are promoting? And this takes some thought and it takes some research. The other thing you need to think about is why now? Why is now the time that your audience should be buying the thing that you're promoting? What are the persuasion techniques that you are implementing throughout your ad campaign to get them to make a buying decision? That brings me on to step 2. Step 2 is knowing all about your target audience. Who are you targeting? And it starts with what we call the starter target audience, which for most dance studios will be parents or it will be adults wanting to dance. But for the great majority, it will be parents of children. That's your starter broad audience. Then we have to narrow it down. Are we talking to first-time dance parents? Are we talking to experienced dance families? Are we talking to activity-seeking parents? Are we talking to community-focused parents? So really nailing down who are we actually talking to. And that will also be influenced by your demographic in your area, your location, and the type of school that you run. Getting your head around this information will actually help generate much better output from ChatGPT when you get it to write your copy and create your visuals. Step 3 in my strategy for getting your paid ads to work for your dance studio is uncovering the problems. And like I said earlier, selling is really solving a problem. That's the baseline we're talking about, right? So it's now, how do we uncover the problems of our target audience in a new way? And I have a specific prompt that you can use in ChatGPT to uncover the challenges, the annoyances, the frustrations, the irritations of your target audience. So I'm going to show you right now live in ChatGPT what that looks like. I'm here now in ChatGPT and I have a prompt all ready to go. I'm going to test messaging angles for a Facebook ad campaign for my dance studio. Write a long MECE, which stands for Mutually Exclusive, Collectively Exhaustive, list of the typical challenges, frustrations, irritations, annoyances, and inconveniences for parents of 3 to 5-year-old children. Now, obviously, you would adjust that part to whoever you're trying to target with this particular ad. But let's see what ChatGPT comes up with for this. So you want to check that these resonate, the list that it comes up with. So emotional development and regulation. Yep, these are great, perfect. Social development and friendships, physical energy and movement needs, cognitive and learning concerns, routine structure and transitions, confidence and independence, parent guilt and overwhelm, health, sleep and nutrition, logistics and convenience. These are amazing. These are perfect. Now I have a second prompt that will help us to come up with the messaging angles we can test in our ad campaign. It says, now write a messy list of single sentence messaging angles that I can test that tap into these typical challenges, frustrations, irritations, annoyances, and inconveniences for parents of 3 to 5-year-old children that also position my dance classes as the new opportunity and the solution. Mirror the pain by leading with a line that parents will instantly recognize. Make sure there is an emotional or humorous connection that will grab the attention of my target audience. Don't make it cheesy. Keep the language natural and authentic, like I understand exactly what they are dealing with as a parent. So now what we want it to do is to create messaging angles that we can put in an ad campaign to test what actually resonates with our audience. So this list is a little better. It's a bit more real life and tapping into what it would feel like as a parent of a 3 to 5-year-old. Things like this one I really love. When I'll do it myself as the theme of the week, dance helps them feel capable. Like that's perfect. If your 3-year-old can't stop spinning, you're not imagining it. Put it to good use. That's really good too. So this is how we start coming up with messaging angles that we can test. And one of my favorite ways to run ad campaigns is to use them as a testing ground to give us data. There is nothing more powerful than the data you get from ad campaigns. And often I get studio owners speaking to me who said, I've tried ads that didn't work. And what I want to do straight away is look at the data from those ad campaigns. What can we tell from them? Was the message connecting? Was the copy connecting? Were the visuals actually resonating with their target audience? And if they weren't, then yes, they're right. The ad campaign wasn't working, but we have the information on what to improve to get it to work. And that's what I love about Meta ads is that it gives you really good data to be able to figure out what does and doesn't work for your target audience. The next step in putting together your winning ad campaign is the ad campaign visuals. And for a lot of dance studio owners, this is their favorite part. As creative visual people, this is the bit they love. But it's also the bit that they can get really wrong because they use visuals that resonate with them rather than considering what will resonate with their target audience. Now, the big change that has happened in 2025 with Meta ads is that Meta has rolled out Automatic Advantage Plus across all ad accounts. Now, if that means nothing to you, basically what it is it's put its AI back end targeting across all ad accounts. Previously, you were able to select manual or Advantage Plus when setting up your ad account. Now you don't get that option. It will just automatically put on Advantage Plus. And things like interest-based targeting that we used to be able to use, things like parenting, childcare, parents of toddlers, those are now only taken as a suggestion by Meta in your ad account. They just don't work the way that they used to. That is why creative volume is so important and making sure that the visuals you use in your ad campaign are really targeting the right people for what you're promoting. So if we're talking about preschool, obviously making sure that you've got visuals with preschoolers on them is really important. However, in the past, having great candid shots of preschoolers in class was the way to win. It's not necessarily anymore. What I'm finding with a lot of dance studios I work with is things like cartoons, animations. For some people, it's their polished concert photos. For others, it's candid photos. Videos work for some studios, they don't work at all for others. And so making sure that you've got multiple ad creatives within the one campaign is really important. And what I see is having at least 8 different visuals is what you need. But I really love having 10 to 20 visuals. And what I also like to do is to swap out the least performing visuals every fortnight. So every 2 weeks, whatever the 3 bottom visuals are, I want to take them out and to put in new ones to test. And that way we never get creative fatigue in our ad campaigns either. And when I'm talking about this, I'm talking about long running ad campaigns. So studios who are running free trial or paid trial or other offers that they can do as like an evergreen campaign that are running all year round or 6 months at a time. This is the process we want to do, is constantly updating our ad creative to get the best results. Now, the step we haven't talked about yet is step number 7, and that is creating really good targeted ad copy. Once we've done that initial message testing phase, the next phase will be to use lots of different visuals like the images, the cartoons, the animations with our winning message. And then it's really about how can we get our copy to connect with the images that we're putting out there. And that will be really tapping into that winning message, using a hook that gets people in straight away, making your offer super clear, tapping into the pain point that we've now researched and we know that will resonate with our target audience, positioning our dance studio and our dance classes as the solution. And then it's using those persuasion techniques like scarcity and urgency to get people to take action right now. If you think about it, parents of young children are busy. And so giving them any reason to do it later usually results in them doing it never. You want to give them a reason to act right now by letting them know what's in it for them and giving them some reason of persuasion. Either there is a limited amount available or there is a limited time to take action. The most important thing to think about when you're running a paid ad campaign is that the strategy matters. Doing the work at the front of the process will save you time and money in the long run because you'll have the data and the information to run a successful campaign from the start. And yes, use ChatGPT to help you, but do it in a strategic way. Don't use it as a crutch that you have to lean on to get it done, but use it as a tool to help you to think through the process and to get you information faster. However, in saying that, you have to train it. You have to give it the information in order to get the output that's actually going to help you. The other thing you need to know is the research you do as part of your ad campaigns will help your overall marketing, not just the paid ads. So if you find a winning messaging angle that really resonates with your audience, you can use that in your organic socials, in your email marketing, on your website, because now you have the data and you know what resonates with your audience. So these 7 steps are the framework of creating your paid ad campaign. But if you want to know more, I have a ChatGPT ads course specifically for dance studios that you can jump into. And it has the detailed video walkthrough of each of the steps. It has all of my ChatGPT prompts that you can access. It has the templates that you need for each step along the way, as well as real life examples for dance studios that I've worked with. The link is in the description if you want to join, and I'll see you in there.